Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we'll be talking about the Emily Leah situation. But first, I have to say, do not harass or send hate to anyone, and these are just my opinions. So, we're talking about this subject today from the viewpoint of a fan, a former fan. I used to subscribe to Emily Leah. I used to watch her videos quite a bit on the regular. I actually got into anti-MLM content because of her. When the pandemic started, I was looking for more content, and she happened to be within my recommended, and that's actually how I got into anti-MLM content, and I actually really enjoyed her vibe at first. So, and I was supportive. I was waiting for her to return back when everything happened 6 months ago. Um, you know, I was hoping that things would be okay, that she'd return back in like a month or so, and after she would hopefully apologize or take some sort of accountability or even stand up for herself, that everything would kind of be okay-ish. But obviously we know that did not happen, and it's 6 months later, and here we are. So essentially what has happened, so a brief TLDR is that 6 months ago, there was a video. There was quite a few different instances of drama, but the main catalyst of her leaving, I believe, and these are just my opinions, is that Savannah Marie had made a video, and she did not name anyone by name. She had made a video, saying, hey, there was this group chat and there was a specific creator, you know, that we have not vibed, that she did not vibe with. They kind of rubbed each other the wrong way, and that's okay. That's expected to happen with colleagues. And Savannah did not mention anyone's name from what I remember, and it has been a few months, so I might not have the clearest memory. And then there was speculation, but Savannah didn't confirm at the time, when the video came out. Yeah, it's definitely EL. So anyways, Emily Leah, she had, come out around then and say, hey, I'm going to leave the community. There's been a recent video about a group chat. I'm no longer interested in making anti-MLM content anymore. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe she's going to try something else. She'll be gone for a month or something. We hadn't seen any evidence that she was in this particular group chat, and she hadn't provided any evidence that she wasn't part of it. So there had been no real evidence either way. It was kind of depending on who you wanted to believe. It wasn't looking great that she didn't defend herself, but still, um, it nothing had been substantiated all the way. So there was the benefit of a doubt still, and she is still young. So I think all of us, we're hoping, since she's young, she'll figure it out, what have you. Maybe she'll learn from this situation. And here's kind of where we are today. It's 6 months later. She comes back. She has two videos as of the time I'm recording this. One was about 6 days ago, and the other one, I believe, was within the last 24 hours. So the one 6 days ago, she said, hey, I'm back in the anti-MLM community, or sorry, I'm back making anti-MLM content, but I'm not in the community per se. And I was like, okay, sure, all right, that that sounds okay. I mean, it doesn't really make sense. I don't know how you can make the content but disavow the community at the same time. Doesn't make me feel great as, you know, a former fan or former subscriber, call it what you will. Fan is kind of cringy. Um, but yeah, it didn't make me feel totally great for her, excuse my French, but shitting on the community as a whole. So I was like, okay, I know she had been through some things. That's why she was taking a hiatus. I don't know her life like that, but I was willing to give the benefit of the doubt. And then the second video comes out. Let me tell you. So the second video comes out. She says the same things again, but she has this extra air of arrogance. And mind you, this is the second video where she disabled comments and likes to dislikes. I understand she's been through quite a bit. Probably people have said nasty things to her in the DMs. I don't know. I'm not her. However, if you are going to say, hey, I want to be authentic, I want to have an open conversation, and so on, you need to open that conversation to your audience. Like with the Ryland Adams thing, where, they were talking about Shane on, the recent podcast. It was widely known drama at that time. They had disabled, the comments for several videos. And what happens when you disable comments and likes to dislikes? People are going to go elsewhere. People are going to go on your other videos. They're going to go elsewhere to talk about you. So that was not the best move. And it kind of makes you pissed off as a viewer. You're just like, okay, I'm coming back to see if you've changed, if you're going to take accountability for your words, because she has said kind of unpleasant things in the past two videos. Um, just to kind of see, hey, like, are you going to open the dialogue for your viewers? Because that's who your target audience is, your viewers. And if you're not willing to do that, do you really care how we feel? And if you don't really care, why are we watching you? Additionally, within both of her new videos, she had said, hey, I have receipts, especially in the last video that was recorded within the last 24 hours. Hey, I have receipts. Okay. How long are you going to wait for that? I know she has some aspects that she needs to take care of, or that she says she needs to take care of um, for that. But you know, not to sound like Camellia, but as Camellia said, EL is sounding like Jeffree Star at this point, and like I said, you know, not a good comparison for other things, but in the aspect of, hey, I'm gonna hold the receipts until it's time. All right. Is that really necessary? Like, how long are you waiting? Are you waiting to, release them when everyone forgets? And why should I take your word for it until you do release them? Like, honestly, I don't think she should make another video until she releases the receipts, and maybe then she would get some of her credibility back. But I'm not privy to believe anything that she says at this point until we see something, because it just seems like clickbait. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show the receipts, and then she'll want people to keep watching her videos, but it's because people are waiting for the receipts that she may or may not give. So, and it's been two videos so far, so it's like, okay, understand that you might need some time, but do we kind of know when this is gonna be? To circle back to the aspect of her not allowing her audience to have kind of a platform to speak their minds on, as in, she has the likes to dislikes disabled and the comment sections turned off as well. I figured that we would do a little bit of a Reddit review when it comes to what people are thinking right now. So obviously, this is within r slash anti-mlm. Specifically, you can look up Emily Leah. And I was curious, what do other people think? Are people around the same lines as me, or do we have differing opinions? So what I'll show you is, you know, among similar opinions slash, you know, differing opinions as well. And this is not intended to shit on her, lack of better words, but just to see what people are actually thinking because she didn't give us a chance to discuss it amongst each other. The first one reads, I watched almost every video about when her and Kay left the community, almost almost all of them focused on Kay and gave Emily the benefit of a doubt for being young. I didn't see any content creator in the anti-MLM world say anything bad about her. This video honestly hurt me, the most recent video, to watch. She came across so entitled and smug, like she's a victim of a huge cancellation and now she's back to tell us all what it's like. But in reality, she made a video saying she wanted to leave the community, so she did, and has been making some business podcasts since. I don't see how she was canceled. Either way, I enjoyed the video for the pure horrifying cringe feeling I felt throughout my entire body. Another post reads, two things I thought about. One, the total lack of accountability is aggravating. She doesn't do a whole lot of reflecting on how her actions canceled herself. That's a lot of blaming going on. Personally, I think had she just apologized for whatever mean girl thing she did way back when this all started, people would have gotten over it and her channel would have recovered and she could have continued to have success. Two, she said the drama needs to stop. I thought it had stopped. Madison put out her video and it was for a hot minute, and then since then, it's been fading. The bigger voices in the community seem to have moved on. She's just stirring the pot again, jumping on the drama when it's stale, trying to get her buck off of it. I tend to agree with it. It is kind of, stale drama right here. Another post said she's already had her comments turned off. What's the point of saying let's chat? I also agree with this. It just, like I said, creates an environment where your audience cannot interact with you, and that does not pose well for her if she's returning back. I understand she probably has been bullied to an extent, and I know that can cause some fear with opening back up the comment section, but it fosters healthy debate and keeps people from going to other platforms. Um, you know, I just I do wish her the best. Like I said, she is young, um, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. This should be the last video I'm making on this. This is not the kind of content that I want to make for my channel. But I felt like I needed to say something because the situation was really aggravating me in terms of her not seeming to care about how her audience feels. But I do wish her the best. And you know what? We'll just look out. And with that being said, I hope that you guys have an amazing day and watch out for my next content.